say.
That doesn't surprise me. Better watch out. Doesn't surprise me.
There you are at last. I've been waiting here for hours. Just a moment. You're not a merchant from town, are you? Where is Baltram?
Who are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But if you must know, my name is Skip. Does that ring a bell?
Who?
Are you telling me you've never heard of Skip? Holy shit! Where do you live? I'm one of Corinus's most wanted criminals. Me and my boys have been the scourge of the waters around this crummy island for years. Come on, you must have heard of me.
But of course. It's all coming back to me now.
Honestly, you've really heard of me before? Oh shit! And I had been thinking of strolling into town. Good thing I didn't. The militia would have put me in the slammer right away.
Baltram, you're waiting for a merchant?
Smart kid, aren't you? That's what I just said, isn't it? That good-for-nothing junk merchant seems to have forgotten me. If only I could get my hands on him.
Where do you come from?
You want to know where our hideout is? If I tell you that, I might as well invite the militia to arrest me. And in case you would like to pay us a visit, it wouldn't help you in the least. The island of Corinus is large, and no one ever gets to where we are anyway, unless they have a cog or some other ship. And then you'd have to find your way through the cliffs as well. Nobody gets through there unless they know the secret path. There are only 2 people who know the path, and you're not one of them.
A lot of citizens are missing, and everything seems to indicate that you're not quite innocent in the matter.
Damn it. It's not what you think it is. Do I look like a slave trader to you? No, I only transport goods. What they are and where they come from is no concern of mine. We have shipped all kinds of things for those swine. First, it was just regular stuff. Well, sometimes it may have been contraband. But then they started to kidnap the inhabitants of the city. No idea what they're planning to do with them. All we did was ferry them across.
Who are you talking about?
The bandits, of course. Who else? The filthy scum who are making themselves at home all over the island. And not just here, around Corinus.
Just bandits isn't good enough for me. I want a name.
A name? You want to know who's leading the bandits? Damn it! What was that bastard's name again? I just can't recall his name. Even if it wasn't all that complicated. But I can show you where to find the boss of the gang in this part of Corinus. Have you got a decent map?
No.
Then I guess I'll have to give you a description. There's a very big farm far to the east. The farmer's name is Onar, I think. He's got some fairly large fields. To the south of those fields, there's a small fortress on a high cliff. That's where you'll find your man. I remember his name now. Dexter. Yes, I think they called him Dexter.
Where did you take those people?
I already told you. I'm not going to tell you where our bay is.
He'd better shadow. That's an typical, isn't it? But that's terrible. That's not what my husband thinks. He simply talks too much. These are bad times.
Why are you looking so doubtful?
I see that you bear the sign of the Ring of Water.
So, are you a member too?
What if I am?
Then I would tell you that Lares wants to be relieved from his post down at the harbor.
Fine. If that's so, I'll see to it that somebody deals with it.
Really?
I see.
He simply talks too much.
Are you looking for a job?
Sure. What's it about?
My errand boy hasn't come back, and I'm waiting for a delivery from the farmer Akil.
And how much is it worth to you?
I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
Fine, I'm in.
But that's
Okay. Just tell Akil that I sent you. He'll give you a package. Bring it to me.
He simply talks too much.
Where can I find Akil's farm?
Just go out here through the east gate and follow the path to the southeast.
Everybody knows by now.
After a short while, you'll come to a stone stairway.
Go away.
Go up that, and from there, you'll already be able to see Akil's farm.
Everybody knows by now. Really, how interesting. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. That's an open secret.
Hey, you! Baltram sent me. I'm supposed to pick up a shipment for him here.
So, you're his new messenger. Okay, I've already made up the package.
I've gotta go.
So long.
That's what I've always said.
These are bad times.
These are bad times.
Don't tell this
I've
to
got Akil's delivery.
Excellent. Finally, I can offer fresh goods again. Here are your 50 gold pieces.
I witnessed it myself.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy.
I can't
Try
take
the other
everything for
merchants.
everybody.
You're doing business with pirates?
What? Who told you that?
Don't
I talked to
tell
one
this
of them. He seems to be waiting for you in his bay.
What can you do? These are hard times.
How interesting.
Everybody has to look after
That's
his
an
own.
open secret.
That's not what I heard. Really?
Weren't you afraid of getting caught?
How interesting.
That could happen. You found out too, didn't you? But you'll keep your mouth shut, right?
That's not what I heard.
He'd better shut up. And it's going to get even worse.
Really? How interesting.
What do you know about the pirates?
They live in a remote part of the island of Corinthus.
Honestly.
It can only be reached with a cog or some other ship, as far as I know.
Can't keep anything to
The citizens of Corinthus fear them, quite rightly so, for they're nothing but a bunch of nasty cutthroats. Still, if you ask me, they're nowhere near as bad as the bandits.
He can't keep anything to himself.
not
What
what I
is it
heard.
you're trading?
honestly.
I mostly supply them with
That's
food.
not what my husband
And for that,
These
they
are
give me the finest rum that's to be had in Corinthus.
I don't believe that.
He'd better shut up. Everybody knows.
I could take care of this deal for you.
That would be great. I cannot leave Corinthus at the
That's not
moment.
what my husband thinks.
Here, take this package and tell Skip not to be so stingy with the rum this time. It should be at least 3
I've
bottles.
seen it with my own eyes. I can't take care of everything.
That
for
was
everybody.
all I wanted to know.
Who says things like that?
You don't say. That's not what my husband thinks.
Don't tell this to anyone. That's typical. Who says things like that?
Martial law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm. All civilian judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately.
I've got a package for you from Baltram.
What? He's sending me an errand boy? Scared shitless, is he? Oh well, what can you expect from such a puny penny pincher?
He says he wants 3 bottles of your rum in return.
Ha ha, wouldn't he like that? First he makes me wait forever, doesn't even show up in person. Then he has the nerve to make demands. Here, give him 2 bottles. That's enough for him. Hey.
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad. All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
What are you doing here?
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm. No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came closest to what I call a home. I haven't been up there in ages.
Why not?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Don't tell this to anyone.
That's an open.
I got the rum from Skip, but he gave me no more than 2 bottles.
He can't keep any
Damn
of it.
expensive, that. Who does he think he is?
That's an
Well,
open.
give it here then. I can't give you much for it now. This here's gotta be enough.
Isn't it?
Really?
Show me your wares.
Really, how interesting.
Really? How interesting.
Everybody knows by now.
He had better shut up.
Someone's got to do the work.
That's not what I heard.
That's not what I heard.
Really? How interesting.
Inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.